in this section, we are going to walk you through these ideas of need and want through some exercises. It would be good if you have something to write on because in each of these exercises, we are going to give you a situation in human life and ask you two questions. The first question will be, what does the person want? The other question, yes, you got it, right, is what does this person need? So in each case, we will give you a little bit of time to write down your own answers, and then we'll show you our answers. And don't worry if you see that our answers are not exactly the same as yours. It happens, right? Sometimes you'll be immediately able to understand why, like, our answers are different than yours. And then in some other cases, you'll be wondering, okay, like, I think my answer is right, and how come it's not in their list? Well, the reason can be quite simple, is that, like, we cannot always list every possible answer, right? So, but I'm pretty confident because we've done it like many times. These exercises, we've done it many times with different people around the world. So we understand that there will be situations when people have like thought of like very interesting ideas that we have not included, and that doesn't mean that you're wrong, right? So, and sometimes it's very obvious to you. So the key idea about this exercises is not like scoring 100%. That is not the idea, but to move gradually to a point when you feel confident and comfortable with the fact that, okay, now I understand the concept and I can easily tell between want and need. So that is the key idea. And of course, like if you have thought of like answers that you think are right and helpful, but are not like included in our list, you're most welcome to communicate with us and send us your input. We would welcome it, and we will thank you for sharing generously your own observation and ideas with us. Okay, so if you're ready, we are going to start now. Okay, all right. So, all right. So this is like exercise number one again. Remember, we're going to present you with a situation, and you're going to write down what the person's wants are, and then you'll answer the second question, which will be the person's needs, right? It shouldn't take you too long because like those are just like keywords that you have to write down as your answer. All right, so let us start with this one. Okay, so you have a teenager doing sex work, trying to raise money for plastic surgery to fix her nose so that she can become more attractive. So what does she want? All right, you've got that? Yes. She wants money, she wants surgery, and she wants to be attractive. All right. What does she need? Yeah, you probably have got this one. And well, attractive meaning I want to attract people so that they are interested in me and there is a potential of developing a relationship. Okay. Number two. So what does this man want? All right. Yes. What else does he want? Yes. Okay. So what does he need? Okay, yes, control and security. So usually when man behaves like abusively towards their partner, like very often the underlying issue is a sense of control, right? And these are usually men with like a low sense of security. They're afraid of losing control. They're afraid of like their partner going out of control, and their relationship is at risk. the, these men, they do have like a need for affiliation and intimacy, but they do not know how to manage it right. So they use abusive and aggressive means, which usually are not effective. Um, and why do we say self-esteem? Because like deep down, this person may be feeling that, well, like you're spending time with your girlfriend instead of with me, right? So am I less important than your girlfriend? Right. So this insecure man who would like compare themselves, and they're very sensitive, right, to any sign of them not being valued, right? So that can be the issue here. Okay, exercise number 3. Well, you might have done it yourself, right? So there's nothing wrong, like, so there is something that like executives want. So what does this person want? Yes, yes. I just want to highlight this, right? People who want money, some people want that without like a clear idea of what they want to do with their money. Some people have a better idea, right? Uh, and there may be like a target, right? But those again are the things they want. Like you don't need all these things, right? You want those things. But what do you need, right? So you got your answers, right? Okay, you must have got this one by now. Uh, yes, promotion means achievement, some form of recognition by your employer, right? By the organization. Promotion also brings you more power, sense of control, and mastery. And this is also important. Like when you're promoted and you get more salary, higher income, you also have more capacity to purchase uh, things that you desire, right? It can be like a sense of comfort. It can be like direct comfort, like a bigger office, like a more comfortable office. That can also be like more pleasure associated with the work you do, but it can also be pleasure that you can purchase or exchange for when you're in a better social position and have a higher income. Okay. So this is a little tricky, but I think by this point, you would not have too much problem answering the questions. So once, okay? All right, yes, right? And yes, right? The person just want to be far away from this like situation at the site that reminds him or her of like something that is scary or unpleasant. So what does this resident need? When you're experiencing negative emotions, you want to be able to regulate internally so that you do not get too bothered or disturbed by this negative emotion, right? And this is an idea we call emotional equilibrium. So we all need that because we cannot be out of equilibrium for too long. If you're in this equilibrium, you're constantly under fear, anger, or sadness, or whatnot. Um, it is not sustainable, and we will have a strong need to return to a more manageable situation. Yes, so when something scary happens, most of us would need like a enhanced sense of security, and we will need to gain some emotional support from people around us. And comfort and uh, mastery and control are closely associated. You feel emotionally more comfortable, you feel more secure when you feel like emotional support from people around you. You feel less helpless, and uh, and when you feel less helpless, right, your need for control and mastery is enhanced or addressed. Then you will generally feel better about your overall situation. So yes, so this is like the last exercise in the series. So have you got your answers ready? This is like a relatively easy one actually, compared to the previous one, but you know, go for it. What does this person want? Okay. All right, you probably have gotten this right. All right, and this is it, right? So people who purchase like, luxurious items usually uh, wanted uh, to be treated with like respect and envy. That is quite common. Okay, but what are the person's real needs? Yes, I guess by now you would have like on this right. Yes, right. And yes, so those are the kind of things that this person need. All right, so you have like completed this 5 exercises, and at this point I have to congratulate you, but I believe when you've gotten this far into this learning program, if nothing else, right, you have already achieved the ability to tell the difference between needs and wants. And in most situations, when you start thinking about it, you will be able to tell, right? And that will get you in a very well informed situation that would allow you to then set realistic goals that address your real needs rather than wants that people have conditioned you to want, right, or pursue. um, then you can actually put your life in better order. And if you're in a position to help other people, you also will be in a better position when you get a better understanding of their needs, so you can be addressing the needs instead of like just the wants. So again, I want to congratulate you for coming this far. And as I said before, if like you have some questions regarding the exercise that you just did, and you thought that like you might have given a right answer that we somehow uh, didn't include in our list, please communicate with us and share your observations and ideas with us. Thank you.